What is gwan peeps? What is gwan? It's like 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm out at the park again. Do you want to see where I am? I'm in the park at 7 o'clock in the morning. I was expecting at least dog walkers, but I've even got my bike with me. Do you see that? Look. And I'm actually in my same spot as yesterday. There's somebody walking there, somebody doing a fast walk. But I'm going to do the daily spiritual tea. So, come with me, peeps, because this is going to be an adventure doing this outside. But I did it yesterday, so it was fantastic. And the weather is fantastic again today. And where I live, it's meant to go up to 18. So by lunchtime, it'll be about 18, 19 today. So I'm padded up at the moment because it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got my bike out, so I'm just waiting till about 8 o'clock. So I'm going to be doing a lot in the park this morning. So it's 7 now. I want to do some zodiac signs because I promised some zodiac signs today. So I might even do that in the park. We'll get some of them done anyway. But let's get on with the daily spiritual tea. I'm going to have to set up the camera, so please forgive me if it's a bit shaky at the moment. But I've got my little stand, so we can do that. So bear with me, people. So let's see. Let's get you up here. Now let's see if you can see that. Yes, folks, we're in business. So I'm using today the energy oracle cards. I have no idea what's going to come out of these, but these are oldies but goodies. So let's give them a shuffle. So Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance in reading these cards. Please give us the message. Thank you. Please give us the spiritual message for today. And if you didn't know, it's a Wednesday, it's the 20th. So if you're confused like me a lot of the time, because I'm on break at the moment, but I have been procrastinating a little bit, which is not good. So I'm getting myself back into gear. So let's find out what Spirit has for us. Holy Spirit, holy angels, thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. And I have to be careful because I'm on a bench at the moment in the park. And there's gaps in between, so I have to make sure that I'm not putting the cards through the gaps because I'm going to have to go around and under and pick them up. So let's get busy. Let's get a card out, shall we, and see where we're going with this. So what's this card we got today? Financial constraints. Oh, this is a good one. And it's the number 13. Is number 13 lucky for you? 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 is about the home. If you was to look at it as in tarot, 4 is kind of like, if you look at the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Pentacles. 4 is about holding back home, rejection. But sometimes with the 4 of Pentacles, are you holding on to your money too tight, or you haven't got enough money? I don't know. But what I'm getting from this is are we doing businesses? Are we starting businesses and we haven't got the cash flow? Or are we starting projects and stuff and money needs to be injected into that situation? Or is it just that your coffers are dry? Do you know what it is with the economic times at the moment? I don't know if you're in the UK. If you're not in the UK, then maybe it don't apply to you. But as of from the 1st of April, energy prices have gone up. All sorts of nonsense has gone up. Food has gone up. All sorts of stuff. And people are going to, come winter, I mean, it's all right in the summer, but come winter, it's just going to be a bloody nightmare for some people. Some people are energy poor already. Do you know, just to have a shower is too much. So when we get this card out, what the hell is going on? So let's find out, shall we? So number 13, I'm going to read this one. So number 13, and it didn't actually come out in reverse, so that's good, because this deck actually does reversals as well. So financial constraints, restrictions concerning money. So it says, this card shows an old-fashioned safe. Let me put it up to the camera again. It shows an old-fashioned safe with little money but lots of cobwebs and dust. Money may be tight at this time. You see what I mean? Money may be tight at this time, people. Rein in your spending and be circumspect about the financial requirements in your life. This is not a time of indulgence, so be aware of what's really important. Consciously choose your expenditure. There's a big difference between what you need and what you want. This card is telling you to take care of your needs and bide your time. Things will get better, but for now, be willing to live more conservatively and always value the money and the goods things you already have. Are you getting the message, collective? I don't know if this has come up because of economic restraints. I don't know, but certainly this is all to do with money today. So let's find out why this card is here. Now, again, I've got an oldie but goodie out. This came with a book and the Celtic cross spreadsheet. Okay, if you didn't know, but this is the very first tarot. No, this is the second only tarot cards that I actually bought when I started this gig. So I thought I'd get some oldies but goodies out today, and they're easy to carry because of the shape of the box. But because I've got a big old rucksack and my bike, because I'm going to go shopping afterwards because the shops where I live open at 8. So where I'm going to B&M's. But I just want to get something in there quick because they're doing a deal. Do you know what they're doing? If you live near a B&M's, I looked it up online just to make sure if they're still doing it. But if you're into coconut milk, because I'm vegan, so I do a lot of cooking with coconut milk, and it's a good source of fat. They're doing 3 tins for £1. Get the deal, people. Get the deal. Anyway, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, why is this card in reference to financial constraints here, people? Why is this here, Spirit, Holy Angels? Thank you for your guidance, protection, assistance. Please give us the message. Is it because of the economic times? Is it because of what's going on currently? I mean, everybody all over the world is feeling it, especially with fuel prices. I mean, I don't know in America. America thinks that their fuel prices are expensive. Come to the UK. Come to the UK. You lot got it cheap in comparison, I tell you. But anyway, let's find out why this financial constraint card is here. And I'll try not to make these cards drop in the gap, so please bear with me. So, you're the Empress. You're the boss bitch. You know how to actually look after your money, though, don't you? You're on some Empress shit at the moment. So you're just like, you're being conservative. You're actually thinking about the family first, thinking about other people first sometimes. You're thinking about your money and how far you can stretch your money. So let's see what else is coming out here. So you've got to think about those tower moments. You've got to think about the times when things are going to get rough. Do you know, if you're anything like me, I like to bulk shop. Anything that I always eat on a regular. I've got the 10 kilo bag of rice. I've got the 5 kilo pasta. I've got, do you know what I mean? Tins galore. I do it deliberately because basically this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to stock up on some coconut milk. And I probably won't shop for the rest, because I did a weekly shop this week, and I thought a monthly shop where I buy my stuff in bulk, so I don't have to think about it for the rest of the month. Do you know what I'm saying? And sometimes these deals are not always there. But anyway, I'm waffling. These deals are not, sometimes bulk shopping is not always a deal. Remember that. But where you do realize, always do it per unit, not per what you're paying for it. Per unit is the way to go. So anyway, as some of you Empresses is going through a tower moment. Is that what it is? What's going on, people? What's going on? What is this tower moment that you're going through? Is it your money or your constraints? Let's find out. Are you going through stuff at the moment? You're thinking about all that money that you're spending. Yeah, you're thinking about all that money you're spending, and you'll have to investigate better ways of actually using your money. Let me tell you something. It's like, because this card is about investigation. Sometimes it's in good news, but sometimes it's about investigation, and it's about finding different ways of actually spending your money and spreading your cost. Finding the cheapest ways to do things. Do you know what I mean? So that's what that's about. And you know there's always going to be 2 stories. But look, yeah, in reference to your home, you have to find different ways of actually, because like I said, this is like telling the story of our economic times. It's like you're the empress, you're the boss bitch. You know how to spread the cost, but sometimes it's a little bit of a downer. It's a little bit of a downer that you can't spend money like you normally do. You have to investigate ways of actually spreading the money, the cost, especially where the home situation is concerned. I'm jumping on my bike, as you saw. I'm doing the bike thing. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm lucky that I'm at college, so it's like, it's not so bad for me, but there's ways of actually spreading the costs. Do you know what I mean? So let's get one more card out and see where that's going, yeah. Just bide your time and wait for your ships to come in, okay? Because it looks like you guys have got short on cash. Short on cash, and so this means that you need to actually just sit and watch and wait. It's like sowing the seeds and waiting for your ships to come in. You've got to plan for the future. You've got to plan for any uneventualities. I mean, if you're like me, I do this thing called getting out of the matrix. What you do is, the first thing I can give you in a rundown. Point 1, reduce all cost. Find the cheapest deals. You'll find that sometimes you could knock off £300 or $300 off your bills alone just looking for the cheapest. At the moment, it's a bit hard. It's a bit harder with energy. But you see, like but there's still ways of doing it. Go to comparison websites. Reduce your cost. The first time I did it, I reduced my cost by £300. Okay. Plan for the future. And the next thing you should do is put away an emergency fund. Do you know, if you really want to get out of the matrix and start doing what you want to do, as opposed to what the matrix wants you to do, which is to go and get a 9-to-5 job. I'm not saying you shouldn't have a 9-to-5 job if that's what you enjoy doing. But if you want to do something more creative, do the two of them alongside each other. Save an emergency fund for anything that's going down. And then anything after that, any spare cash, you throw after your bills. You throw after your debts. Once you get to zero debts, okay, life is so much easier. After that, once you get to zero debts, save up 6 months. If you especially wanted to start a business, save up 6 months worth of bills, utilities, everything you need. So say, for example, your bills, your shopping, whatever you do, all of your expenses combined, your whole budget for the month comes to £1,000. Make sure that you've got 6 months worth, £6,000 worth of money, because remember, you've cleared your debts now. So that money, and there's a way of reducing your debts quite quickly. It's called the rolling stone theory. So you pay one debt as much as you can. Once that debt is cleared, you take the money that you used to pay for that one debt and throw it at the next one, plus what you would normally pay. So you can clear that debt, and then it's like a rolling stone. Each debt you clear, you take the money that you usually paid for that debt. But anyway, I could go on, but this is what I do. Okay, and I do it on a regular, and it works, okay, to the point where you reduce your debts down to nothing. And I want to reduce it so much that this summer, I'm just going to want to roam. I wanted to get out of college so I can roam and go from town to... I don't know if I'm going to go abroad, but I'm definitely thinking about there's places that I haven't been to. And I might just do a whole series of different seaside towns or something, all the way down to Plymouth, which is the bottom of the UK. But I'm going to shut up about that and stop talking, because I've got things to explain. So yeah, although you are the empress who controls the money, you control things, sometimes you get town moments. So you've got to investigate ways of actually planning. Like I said, I call it getting out the matrix. Think about the future. Get busy, people. Start throwing money at your debts. It's a sacrifice in the short term for the long-term gain. Trust and believe. Now, here's what some of you are waiting for. There's 2 stories here, though. There's 2 stories here. Is somebody now in financial constraints that you know of? Somebody's actually feeling the pinch financially. Okay, somebody that you know. Okay, and they're looking at you as the empress, and they realize what you was talking about all along. The way they treated you, they thought that the person... Do you know what I'm getting? Some of them thought that you was talking a load of nonsense when you was doing what you was doing, and explaining to them that it's no shame in being as cheap as possible. There's no shame in it sometimes. You know where to splurge your money and when to save it. Okay? And they weren't following that philosophy with you. Whoever your per people is or per people behind you, and it's a tower moment to them now. So they're watching you closely now because you're actually guiding them about what the hell is going down. You're guiding these people as to how to manage money, how to manage life, how to manage things in general. And just because you decided that you're going to do as cheap as possible and pay your debts, pay off your debts, clear your debts, so you have nothing to worry about, okay? Do you know, because in these economic times, you don't know what's going to happen. There's a house shortage, do you know what I mean? People, I'm going to tell you, I've been homeless, I know. So this person is looking at you. And they're investing. Them, I watch you. I can't be too loud because I'm in a park. And they're watching how you manage stuff. And they're waiting to see what happens with you. It's like they they realise that you was right in what you was doing. I mean, I could put it in a different way. It's like you've decided to pick up yourself and go in another path. That's a tower moment to them, okay? Because they're watching you eagerly now. They're watching you like they're watching you and watching how you handle things, how you've created happiness just by being frugal or actually paying off your debts or showing somebody something in a different way. And all they're doing is sitting and watching and planning. But what's at the bottom of the deck? Let's see. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. They're watching you gain while they're losing. Remember, they're in financial constraints. Whoever your person is, some of these people are in financial constraints. And look at this. Wheel of Fortune. But are they trying to get away? They're trying to walk. Are you walking away from those situations and working on yourself, working on clearing your debt? Because look here. Slow and steady wins the race. And look, it's nothing but pentacles coming out. Look at this, boss bitch. At the end of the day, you're the one who's made the right decisions, and you're going to be the one who's abundant in the end. But all they can do is sit there and watch you putting things to rest. All they can do is sit there and watch it. Now they want to come forward. Now you're making money. Now, do you get what I'm saying, people? These people. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to get on with some of the zodiac signs and see how far I get. So, until next time, take care, people.